And new developments tonight, meantime, out of Afghanistan, and they come on the eve of 9/11, the very reason we ended up in the Middle Eastern country 20 years ago. Today, concern coming from the United Nations, the UN asking for money to be injected into Afghanistan, the UN saying an economic meltdown would be bad for Afghans and a gift for terrorists. The United Nations is expressing alarm about violence against peaceful protesters. That includes journalists who say they are being beaten by the Taliban while covering protests. I'm joined now by former U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for South and Southeast Asia and part of a special ops group helping evacuate Afghan allies, Colonel Joe Felter. Thanks for being on the show tonight.
Thanks. It's good to be here. Thank you.
So you were in Afghanistan. You served there on the ground. I'm sure you had helpers from Afghan people. So this must be a deeply personal mission to you.
No, it really is. And really this group that I'm affiliated with, that's exactly right. These are special operators and other service members that served and just owe so much to the incredible dedication and support from our Afghan partners. And now they're at risk based on their service to the United States and our allies. And it's our obligation to honor that promise to help them get to safety. They gave everything to us, and we need to rally both public and private partnerships to help make sure that they get to safety.
Have you been able to help any of the people you knew personally and get them out?
You know, I've been involved with a couple efforts. I have one family that did successfully get to across the border to Pakistan, but there's so many others. Just this morning, I had a call from a former interpreter that worked for my unit when I last served there. Literally sent me a picture of a certificate of appreciation I had signed, and said that the Taliban were rifling through his records and that he was afraid. But so many of us that have served have such a debt of gratitude to so many in Afghanistan, and we really need to honor that promise to help them get recovered and repatriated and on to safety.
One member of this task force, the Pineapple Task Force, I guess it's called this operation an underground railroad. Explain what exactly it is and how you've been successful.
Yeah, and again, I'm not taking credit. I certainly support this, and I have a lot of friends that are involved with this. But this is a citizen liaison network. These are just concerned citizens that want to help those that helped us move to safety. But the Underground Road, this harkens back to the Harriet Tubman days, and really takes their lead from them. How we can move individuals at risk, to safety from in Afghanistan. Now, as the Taliban consolidate control, despite their rhetoric, I think we should be skeptical of their promises to grant amnesty. I'm very skeptical. We've already heard reports from the ground, and I've seen reports from the ground where these retaliations and retribution are beginning, and that these individuals that did help the Americans and her allies are at risk. So we need to move them out. We need to get them to safety. We need to honor that promise and get them to a place where their lives aren't threatened based on their service and support for us. Have
you been working at all with the Taliban to try to coordinate any of this?
I know you've heard the reports from our government. They're in charge to some degree. They have a long way to go to consolidate power, but no, I think direct liaison with the Taliban, less so. Although if you're going to move someone outside to safety, the checkpoints are Taliban manned, and you have to. There's no avoiding some interaction with the Taliban, but their track record from the 90s, I'm afraid, doesn't leave us a lot of room for optimism as far as how they're going to cooperate and give this amnesty that their leadership came out with in early days.
So talk about these smash and grab operations, how they actually go about finding the people and getting them out.
And let me just be clear that this group that I've had the privilege of working with based on some relationships in special forces, they're not on the ground doing that. Their advantage is they know who the Afghans are that are at risk, those that really did support the United States, and they have a trust with them, they have communications with them, and they can help identify where they are and help the whole of government plan, this public-private partnership now that we're starting to develop to get them out. But as far as these groups actually being on the ground, we want to be clear that we're working. Most of this is work from the states and using our contacts in country to help move these individuals to safety based on our ability to understand, to know who they are and the trust level they have working with us.
So aside from the way this operation was conducted, do you think it was the right move to pull out of Afghanistan after 20 years?
Personally, I don't think so. I'm of the camp that thinks that the small couple thousand Americans, service members with double that of our NATO allies and partners, given our national interest at stake, was about the right level of presence there. It helped us keep the Afghan army in the field. It helped us keep the Afghan government from collapsing. and it did help us keep our all-important mission of combating terrorist threats. But given that we wanted to go to zero, given the last president and the current president were sticking to that, I think how we went to zero was certainly not done nearly as effectively as it could have been. And a lot of people suffered and are suffering because of this arbitrary deadline that we stuck to and pulling out without the kind of security that we would hope to help protect and really execute an effective non-combatant our evacuation operation, which I think we could have done much better.
All right, Colonel, thank you very much for joining us tonight. I appreciate having you here on Prime.
Thank you.